One of the best feelings when it's Sunday and you know it's race day and you turn on the TV. But unfortunately, you realize who's broadcasting the race.
No! God, please, no! No!
When did we get like this? How did we get like this? Just decades before, we were so excited to hear the voices of Chris Myers, Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Larry McReynolds. Nowadays, we dread Fox. We don't even want to watch the TV with sound, it's so bad. It is unbearable to be a NASCAR fan and have to put up with Fox for all these weeks. It starts off at the Daytona 500, and by the time the season ends for Fox, you're just ready to put on NBC and hear the great commentary, sound, and visuals of NBC. So why don't we like Fox nowadays? What has caused us not to like Fox at all? And I don't think there's one instance. I think there's multiple things that go wrong during a broadcast for Fox that have left a bad taste in about every NASCAR fan's mouth. We're going to show some examples in this video of just how atrocious Fox really has been recently. We can also go on and on about Fox and their commercials and stuff like that, but it's been beaten to death, and I don't really want to go over it in this video because so many people have already talked and made videos about it. I like to show some new stuff. The example I want to show you is the 2024 Busch Light Clash, the very first race that was presented on Fox in the 2024 season. On the final lap, as Denny Hamlin crosses the line to take the checkered flag, there was a crash in the back. There were tempers boiling over as Kevin Harvick and Clint Boyer were trying to explain, and the camera never showed until it was too late, as they showed Tyler Reddick drive off, showing no explanation of what happened.
In turn number 3, off turn 4, spinner turn 4, but the checkered flag is waved.
All right, my man. Good work. Good job, everybody. Way to start it off.
It all started on that launch.
And in the wall in turn 2 is where Ross Chastain sends Tyler Reddick.
Wow.
After the flag.
That was intense. Great job managing that restart.
The momentum after Denny Hamlin crosses the line in the shots to what they're talking about, it just feels off. As you can see, they're showing Denny Hamlin, then they show Denny Hamlin's crew chief, cut back to Denny Hamlin, and then to Ross Chastain after the incident already happened, and Tyler Reddick. It just kills the momentum of the great finish. Continuing off of their production side, Fox for some reason loves to show kids. It's very weird at times, and especially in the heat of the moment, it's not just kids, it's fans. During battles for the lead, they will constantly show fans or kids in the stands, and it just brings away the excitement of what the broadcast can feel and have hope for this amazing finish, and it just feels off, misplaced, and it just kills all the excitement that the finish is building up to. Just take a look at this clip at the start of the 2023 Sonoma race.
And here they come. We're underway in Sonoma.
One of the other things that Fox does that makes the races feel honestly pre-recorded. The audio that Fox has is vastly different than NBC. I'm going to play you a Daytona finish from NBC and Fox as a comparison. The audio is extremely different for both sides. NBC is more lively and it feels like a live sporting event. When you watch Fox's, it feels like it was pre-recorded and the audio was edited along with the commentators, as they don't bring the excitement as the side that NBC does. Just take a look at this.
Now that energy's all broke up now. Now we're going to see the cars coming from behind.
Where's he going to go? They're both going to get to him pretty hard, pretty quick.
All right, Stenhouse gets the white flag. The next flag ends it. 3 wide.
Well, good. You got the help.
Larson tried to go to the middle. Oh, he got turned.
Larson Pastrana in the fence. We are
Keselowski's
still
out.
green. No, the caution is out.
Junior blocking the lower line. Does that give the advantage to the 48? Junior jumps up in front of Jimmy Johnson. To the bottom of the racetrack, Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to stay in front of the pack. They work their way through 3 and 4. Into the triangle they come. Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Junior will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh, my God.
That right there just shows how Fox doesn't seem to care anymore. That clip was from 2015, and it is still better than what Fox does nowadays. The audio on that NBC clip had everything. The PA system from the grandstands themselves. You could hear fans screaming and hollering as Dale Jr. was in the lead. The cars as they flew by the camera. The camera movements were just absolutely perfect. And what Fox does now is it's lazy. 1 to 2, maybe 3 different camera shots, and they're all zoomed in from a faraway shot. It just doesn't have the sensation of speed. It doesn't have the sensation of a live sporting event, and the intensity is ramping up, and they just can't feel it on the broadcast. But that's not the only problems that Fox has. They have many other problems. Their commentary skills are horrendously bad nowadays. No excitement in the booth. It's all just very bland, and it just feels sloppy and boring. Just listen to these clips, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Nemechek.
One, back.
But it's going to be Chandler Smith or Corey Heim. Corey Heim wins at Atlanta.
There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over. Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys. Reddick.
Denny Hamlin still 0.6 of a second behind, right where he's been for the last 4 to 5 laps. Close, but no closer. Joey Logano has won the 40th annual NASCAR All-Star Race and $1 million.
Evans looking to the bottom. Hamlin, excuse me.
Almirola moved up. Hamlin made a clean pass.
That's it.
Within 2 car lengths. Not enough. Turn 3, final time.
We'll not get there.
Wow.
Now that's a different
Towner, Denny Hamlin.
we heard.
Checkered flag for Hamlin.
This is something that isn't really talked about a whole lot. They're qualifying. Their qualifying broadcast is atrocious. Basically, when the drivers are in turn 1, maybe turn 2, you already know where they're going to finish in qualifying. They have this stupid, inaccurate SMT data that just doesn't look good at all. It looks cartoonish, and it is horrendously bad. I miss the old days where you could have a graphic ticker and you would have to wait for that driver to finish their qualifying lap and feel excited about where your driver was going to qualify. Nowadays, it's somewhat spoiled during the run. It isn't as cool. Another thing I want to touch on in this video is the lack of replays that Fox shows for crashes. Half of the time, they don't even have a shot of the crash. They have to pull up an onboard that is posted on Twitter after the commercial break of what happened. Just like the Kansas crash with Jimmy Johnson, Corey LaJoie. They never had a footage of what really happened. They just had to go off the onboard, off Twitter. That's embarrassing. Nowadays, it just seems like Fox doesn't take NASCAR seriously. It just seems like the producers don't care. They're not really paying attention to the race. The commentators are kind of there, but they just seem bored. And it doesn't feel like a real intense moment for drivers on the racetrack when Fox is broadcasting. It feels lame. It feels goofy and boring. It just doesn't have the same feel that it had decades ago. Maybe one day Fox will revive themselves and they will become the new powerhouse of broadcasting. But until then, they need work to do, and they need a lot of work.